Welcome back to Popes and Pylons. Let's play some more Europa Universalis 4 with Semien, of course. And we're still going for Shemot Is Not, which requires us to convert all of Egypt to our own religion, Judaism. And, yeah. There's a bit of an issue with that. That's kind of what I'm getting to. So, all we have to do is play a Semien. But we don't even have to play a Semien. We just have to convert all of Egypt to our Jewish religion. So, that's kind of, a thing. We released ourselves from Ethiopia. We ate most of Ethiopia in the process, and the years after. And we kind of need to start at least thinking about going north. Now, there was always the Mamluk issue in the way, right? I mean, Mr. M is it's no slouch. They still have a lot more troops than we do, and probably a lot more manpower available than we do, yep. And they even have boats. I mean, we don't even know what a boat is, really. Technically, we could build them, but why? So, there's that. So, Mr. M would be a problem. But Mr. M is not the problem. The problem is the Green Goblin over here, Mr. O, who has taken some Egyptian land, which makes me... well, it does put a bit of a kink in our plans of completing this campaign quickly, doesn't it? So, where are we at? We just ate a bunch of land, apparently, because we're still coring it. Dongola, Gezira, Jazan, Shendi. So, we took some stuff over here, which is still being cored. Yep. Even have some places there that we can't core yet because we don't have the connecting cores. So, we have no coring range over here on Sada, Bishan, or Najran. Because we have no cores on Jazan and Zabit yet. We also have some land over here that we took in the very same war. So I don't think we need to immediately look into a new war, although I always do. I like constantly looking into wars. One thing that's kind of interesting, which I hadn't considered yet, is all this uncolonized... Well, I say all this. This uncolonized land. It's actually not that much. There's some around here, but a lot of this is wasteland. Yeah, it's probably not worth to grab colonial ideas to try, so exploration or expansion, to try and get this corridor closed. It would be nice to have. Not so much for the land, but more for the access to, well, Central Africa, I suppose. But, yeah, that doesn't seem... Yeah, it's probably not going to be worth it. Just with the amount of colonies that we have available to us. I mean, if we had exploration or expansion, we might be able to jump on, say, Australia and Oceania. I'm not sure we would be in time. These are the actual Maldives, so that's not England, at least. I don't see any Europeans yet. It's something to consider, quite frankly. And I'm still planning to have my next idea be an admin idea, because I really want religious. But, I mean, technically we could just simply grab exploration right now and start getting colonization done. I'm way too tempted by that. What does that do for us? Let's think benefits. What do we get from doing that? We get access to Central Africa, and we could just expand into there. So there's just more clay to take. That doesn't require us to beat up Mr. M. I mean, yes, we can go down the coast, but having an extra avenue with different religions too would be certainly helpful. Just for flat out expansion to then have the power to beat up Mr. M and eventually Mr. O. It would also give us the ability to, well, potentially we could do something like colonize the Comoros here, for example, and then grab Madagascar, potentially grab Southern African stuff. And of course, we'd potentially be able to get over into the cash money that is Oceania. But the real cash money in Oceania only exists if you have trade power. And I don't see that anytime soon. Right? Not only would we need trade power, say, in the Gulf of Aden, which we're somewhat working on, but it's not great yet, to catch all the incoming money. We'd also need trade power in Coromandel to send it our way. And I don't quite remember the layout of the nodes over here, but I think we'd have to have the Bengal node as well, and then something in Southeast Asia before we can grab the cash money from Australia and Oceania. If there is a stream coming in from the southeast here, and I think there is, then we're not going to get it up to the Gulf of Aden. So we're talking empire levels of trade here. Big fleet, places everywhere. Is that what we're going for? I don't think our missions do anything really. Well, we have dominate the Indian Ocean, which moves us into that kind of direction. I mean, it's a nice mission and all. It's not important, but it's nice to have, I suppose. But I think otherwise, there's nothing here that screams trade empire. But maybe we need it. I mean, how are we going to have the money and the manpower to beat Mr. O? Where's that going to come from? It's not going to come from having some random land over in Africa. That's just not going to be enough. We need the extra oomph. I'm tempted, very tempted, to move the whole religious plan one step back, especially with the eye on our current lack of admin and our current abundance, I suppose, of dip. Yeah. The more I talk about it. This is because we lack colonialism? Yes. Oh, was I planning to develop colonialism? I was. But it hasn't spawned yet. Right. I remember. It keeps refusing to spawn. Now, obviously, colonialism will not spawn when... Oh, no. Obviously, if I start spending all my dip on exploration ideas, I then will not have enough monarch points to just develop colonialism. Question is, can I just have colonialism? What does it require again? I mean, the spawn requires something... something new world, right? Let's check that out. The spawn would require... us to have a quest for the new world. And we need a province in North America, South America, or the New World, which I think includes Australia. Any subject country, or we need to have a colonial nation, or we need to have our capital in one of those places. Oh. Wait, how is that? Oh no, that's the subject. Right. That's the capital part is still part. So it's either have a province yourself or have a colony there. Right. These totems can be kind of hard to read. One of the following must be true. Discovered stuff in the New World, North America, South America. Okay, so we need to discover it. We need to have a province. And that's it. I think the whole have a port and Semien thing doesn't actually count. It could be any other of my provinces. As long as it's not an island and is in a state. Yeah. Oh, it must be the capital or a center of trade level 1 or 12 development. But I'm sure we have a port province that is one of those. Zabit would be the center of trade for us. Yeah, development we don't have, so it's really just Zabit that could count. So spawn could technically be a thing we could do. I don't know that we get information on the spread yet in the game. No. But I want to know what's needed for it to spread once it's there, because I feel like that's kind of easy for colonialism. E for colonialism. Institutions, yes. Clickety, clickety. Colonialism. Typing's hard. Colonialism. Spread. Port or capital of a colonial nation whose overlord has embraced. Okay, doesn't matter. Not a trade company and owner. Okay, doesn't matter because we need to embrace it for that. Present in nearby friendly. Port while present in non-friendly neighbor. Port or capital. Oh, there's one more. Weirdly, it's a different table. Port or capital of an old world country that has colonial subjects in the new world. Not Australia. Not Australia. So, yes, we might technically be able to spawn it if we're quick enough, which we're probably not. But we would not be able to have it spread to us quickly. Because if we get a colonial nation, it's got to be in Australia, right? If we knew that it would spawn in like next year, I think the decision would be easy, but we don't know that. I think I go with exploration ideas. Yeah, and while we still don't have a fleet, we're just gonna do some colonizing over here. And once we have 3 light ships, we can do a bit of exploration. And probably make our way towards Australia somehow. We might look into the Comoros or this place, which I forget what it's called. Yeah. I think I don't utterly hate it. It's a weird new move, but yes, I just do it. I just decided I want exploration ideas in the first 2 levels. Now we still have a thing going on that reduces our idea cost, don't we? Or was that the last campaign? This is development cost, if I'm not mistaken. No, it's tech cost. Right. This gives us opinion. This is, by the way, I think, the modifier that keeps flickering on and off on the opinions. Yeah, okay, we don't have a idea cost thing here. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah. Yeah. Did I already grab the ideas? I did not. Grab it. Exploration. Clickety. I definitely want quest for the new world. And oh, I could have considered popping my age. Oh, I might still do it. I think I do pop the age here. Nah, I want it for the big war. Whatever the big war is going to be, I want it for the big war. I think. We get the extra AE impact, which is nice. Now, how do we feel about our native policy? Natives around here are very aggressive. And there's loads of them. I don't know if the same is true for going Australia way. I feel like it's not true, but maybe it is. It's not a big problem as long as we are dealing with internal growth here. Because we can just detach some people from our army, right? And have that done. But what about overseas? I really don't want to detach like 8,000 troops to some random island in the New World. That seems like a lot of work. But I also don't think that we can afford to go with the native coexistence policy. Right, this means we can just develop, colonize overseas without problems. We don't have to send any troops or anything. Because there will not be native uprisings. But feels like the global settler increase is just too strong early on. Later on, 20 is not, it's still a number, it's just not a huge number, but early on it's like giant change in growth. And by the way, this middle option is not an option for me, because it means that you still have to send the army, because there could still be an uprising, and you don't get the growth. Fire and forget, native coexistence, or repression? I think we've got to go into repression here. I go with repression. I mean, who wouldn't? Now, we probably don't need to have a full detachment there. I mean, there's a ton of folks in Fazugli. But they should be technologically backwards. Where's Heaven? The place that we're gonna... Oh, down there, right here. We're gonna get... Potentially gonna have some rebels in Sheva. But that should be fine. Yeah, we're crushing them. Even though we brought free York people. So that part is going to be okay. What are you? New temples. Stab cost modifier. Okay, we can always do this. We're not going to lose the ability to do this anymore. So we can just keep this in mind. That when we want to hit stab, we can click that button. I'll probably forget. I mean, it's what I do. But I try not to. That's got to count for something, doesn't it? How's my money situation? It's pretty good. Doing pretty well on that Monet. So how about a diplomatic advisor then? Do we care about diplomatic reputation? Not yet. I think I'd be happier with improved relations, just because we did annoy some folks. I should have checked this earlier. They hate us so much. Decay isn't particularly... but there's some decay over here. No, it's fine. Oof. I guess I'll execute that bailiff. Legitimacy is relatively easy to get for us. Not only does it grow at okay speed here, but also we have a button that we will hopefully remember to press once we hit 200 faith power. We can just grab 5 legitimacy and other things. But definitely 5 legit. Now what about this 11 mil that we're making, that we're overcapping on? We're still focused on mil, we can't unfold. Oh, no, we're not. We're focused on admin. Good. Never mind that then. What do I do with my military power? I think we're still... Oh, we're not ahead of time, actually. We have the institution problem. But honestly, I think I might just pick this anyway. Oh no, we're still ahead of time by 1 year. So I suppose I'll take it next year. So we need to spend a little bit of mil now. Which, I don't think I want to roll... No, I don't want to roll a leader. So I guess I'll do a click of death somewhere. Ideally somewhere where I would like to do some other clicks of death, like the mod. Now the mod is not the cheapest place to develop in, but it's not super expensive either. Oh, and there's Encourage running here anyway, yeah. I think I'll do it in the mod. Let's turn off Encourage in Semien, unless the mod is in there, which it's not. Then we go to the mod. Ooh, are we converting here? I mean, must be. We're actually converting the mod itself. Fine, I'll do one click without the 10% reduction. So why am I developing the gold province? because we are, well, at least it's at least possible that we want to do more development in that province. And I should also send a colonist here. Oops. That development really wants to be dip development, but we can't do infinite dip development if we don't do other development as well. So that's why that seems kind of reasonable. Comes my colonization. I wonder, there's not... No. You see how huge the native repression policy is here. It's essentially half. It's almost doubles my speed. That's pretty good. So do I actually start building boats then? I must. Right? I think I just have to. Let's check another thing. We're currently making 2.23 ducats from trade. Let's wait a month. 2.24. So yeah, pretty similar. I'm gonna swap you to... No, I'm not. Why am I not collecting from trade? What am I missing? I mean, right, I know why I'm steering right now, because that gives me 10% bonus. But why can I not set you to collect? Where's the button, Gray? Blah, blah, blah. Only as long as a merchant is present. A merchant is present, right? Or do we currently have some sort of merchant not present modifier going on? That's... Maybe we had like an event? Absent merchant, I think it's called. Where would I see that? It's not in here. I don't think it would be visible in the country modifier list, would it? Seems unlikely. So what about here? Do we see that's a Dalwis? Where am I? I'm not even on the list. There I am. Current trade power merchant is present. So why is it I can't even attempt to collect from trade? That is somewhat confusing to me. I mean, the game would be tiny anyway, but what I'm thinking is if we get a navy, which we probably will now, I guess let's just start building one. Because we definitely need 3 ships for exploration, if nothing else. Then surely we're gonna use some of those boats for trade. And I don't know. Well, I can't trade there. It's weird. Convert to mod. Just in time. Just in time. Enforce is on, so let's do a Jew. How's my... Ooh, yeah. Oh no, never mind. I thought we have a huge border to Ashura now, but we don't. We don't. We just have that. We don't have any Ethiopian claims anymore. Let's rectify that situation. Oh, we are already working on that. Excellent. Well done, past me. Let's claim Hadia again. Do we already have our truce gone? No. 5 years of extra truciness. Truciness? Yes. 11 a month. So we have to do 1 more dev click. Okay. Okay. Let's still just do the click here in the mod. There. That should be fine now for the rest of the year. And then next year we're just gonna take tech without the institution. It'll have to be okay. Mombasa wants in, sure. I have a hard time to care less. Gain a base tax. But I'm in that debt. I almost always say, nah, it's just not. But that's a development point. That's a lot. But they were probably going to ask for something hilariously terrible. I'm just going to take the prestige. I don't deal in future favors. That's just not a good idea. Elodia separatists. Where are you going to have them? Bayuda, Shendi, Gezira, Butana. That's over here. You're just going to be 8k. Do we know what place you're going to be in? Bayuda, Shendi, Gezira, Butana. Bayuda, 4, 6. No, it's Dongola. Never mind. Shendi. 4, 4, Butana, 3, and 4. Okay, we don't know where they're going to happen. It's not going to be Soba. It could be if we weren't suppressing so hard there. How hard are we suppressing here? Oh, they are. They have been fully suppressed. Soba gives me the fastest response options, clearly. I think that'll have to be fine. Yeah, I could go to one of the 4 development provinces and have a 33% chance or something for the rebels to actually spawn there. And, oh, they actually spawned in Soba. Oh, I see. Okay. So, we learned that the rebels like to spawn in the province with the highest development. I assumed Soba wouldn't be part of that because Soba had 0 unrest, but that didn't matter. Soba still has the same separatist set, and therefore the fact that they have 8 development led to the spawning here. Cool. Excellent, even. Excellent. Crush them all. Shock damage received. Reduction is also excellent. Some general traits are just so much better than others, it's just insane. Okay, here comes the cheapening of my technology, so I'm gonna grab it. I'm pretty sure we're not doing the next one with 30% extra. Even though it's cannon tech. Oh wait, we already have cannons, don't we? We have that cannon? I feel like we have a cannon. Yeah, no, never mind. The tech is irrelevant. Core everything, because why not? Technically, even though you're sitting in a colony, you can be doing this. Help with that unrest. Even if those ungraceful natives come out again to play, get crunched for it. I mean, you gotta admire the panache. Sure, let's say panache. Gotta admire the effort they put in there. Gezira becomes Jewish. Thank you very much. Love those events. More, please. Thank you very much, Mendefera. Asking you shall receive. Oh, institute estates. Right. Can't click buttons yet. 08 and 09. Okay. Now, how's that Rabite loyalty looking anyway? Not that loyal. Because we need to them at, what is it, 75%? 70%? 65%? Something for the mission somewhere. Somewhere. Let's just be bigger. Unity of 90%. Well, this is a Rabite thing, but it's not that. Oh, it's you, right? Yeah, 75 or greater. So we need the thing ticking up, and we need some sort of event or something that pushes it up temporarily. Or marriage treaty Yemen has ended. That's not great. We lost our claim on Luster, which feels like it's a thing I already own. Yeah, it is. Still annoyed that I keep getting that message. Oh, this is that event. Yeah, I'll take the argument. I'll make the Rabites disloyal again. I hate it. Oh! You probably have already told me this in the comments. I assume. Because I'm behind again a bit. But this is not lose a stab. It's 25% to lose a stab. So the difference here is not 250 admin power. It is 175 admin power on average. Would I pay 30 Rabbite loyalty for 175 admin power? Yes, I would. So I'm still gonna do it this, but yeah. Previously it was, my math was off there. What does it do again? Stab cost, church power. Yeah, I hate the church power reduction. I don't love the unrest increase, obviously. Wait, how did... Oh. Yeah, we did regrettably lose the Conquest Casus Belli. Because they were themselves conquered. Does mean we have another claim on the Ajuranese, which we could technically attack, right? Yeah, we could. Were you allied to Mombasa? Surely that's not... Yeah, it's not utterly irrelevant. Could ally Mombasa myself. Out of interest, how close is Mombasa to not helping these folks? Pretty close, actually. Because they like me. I don't think an alliance would change anything in that regard. It would reduce your opinion out around of the Mombasans. I'm pretty sure. Which is currently high. Yeah. Unlikely to help to ally them. Was I have a feeling that I was buttering up somebody for diplomatic annexation. Was it you? I feel like it was you and I just gave up on that, yeah. But I didn't give up, but do it. You're on full. I get another 50 from alliance, 25 from marriage, and 25 from gift, and that's enough. Are you the actual target I care about, though? Because you're only allied to Shamar. I could just go and eat you. What about you? Nisa, Shamar, and Midribari. I could just eat all y'all in one big chunk, probably. Oh no, you allied to the Mamluks, but I could eat you while... Well, as a non-co-belligerent. I think I'm gonna go on a bit of a killing spree in the north. Technically gives me the opinion to try and diplo next Janjiro, but that also seems kind of pointless. Let's grab a claim here. I mean, I still have that all the claims button available to me if I want it. But okay, do we immediately go and explore? I think we do. Yeah, it cost me some dip to hire an explorer. But oh wow, the 1 pip. Luckily that doesn't matter for exploration. How do we want to do this? It's gonna do ocean first, I think. I should be able to make another claim on the Ethiopians because they lost all the land that we did have claims on, therefore claims became cheaper. And then we have a free guy to do what? Ooh, Kafa. Right, you have some claims on actual Janjiro too. So if it wasn't for the Ajuranese, I could just go and do this, right? If you weren't protected. But you are. And while I will pick a battle with the Ajurani, maybe I don't want it immediately. Maybe I do. What am I waiting for? I guess these rebels. Yeah, we should fix the rebel problem before we go and start another big war. Probably. Seems like a smart idea. Can't fabricate anymore on the Ajuranese. think. So you're doing those folks. Let's claim, I guess something of yours as well. It's all pretty small, boring stuff, but clay is clay, as they say. Oh, you know what else they say? It's time for an end to this episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you're seeing, as always, please do hit that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and if you have anything else to say, then there are a lot worse places than the comment section. Even if it sometimes takes me a few days to get to it, I will get to it. I will, I promise. Thank you for watching. See you folks next time.